Sunny.
Welcome to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the show that brings you man-on-the-street interviews, celebrity guests, groundbreaking research, and heartwarming stories about the reasons we smile. Our show is also known as everything you've always wanted to know about dentistry, but were too numb to ask. Hello, I'm General Dentist Dr. Kvitko, and thank you for joining me today.
The following views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, management, or parent company. To hear a replay of this show or one of the great shows that previously aired, log on to thereasonswesmile.com or iTunes, keyword Dr. Kvitko or The Reasons We Smile. Listeners should not use Dr. Kvitko's comments and advice in place of an actual dental exam.
Brighten your life with a smile that shows the professional touch of Dr. Kvitko.
Time now for The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Call 459-9769 to discuss your dental issues. Now, here's your host, Dr. Kvitko.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Reasons We Smile. I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is episode number 528. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We're going to have a great show. We're going to have on the phone with us soon Branson Wright, sports reporter for the Cleveland Plain Dealer and owner of Be Right Ventures, which is a film company, I guess. Yeah, he does documentaries and other things. It's pretty cool. Now, before we get started, let me remind you, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's at Dr. Kvitko, and if you would please go to my office Facebook page and like us, that would be awesome. Also, all past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com, and we're streaming live on Facebook right now. You can access this show also at ustreamtv.com. If you are a dentist with at least 3 years' experience, I'm looking for an associate, so please call me or send me an email. 262-9588 in the 614 area code, or bkvitko@aol.com. All right, I want to remind folks that we always do a Dr. Kvitko question of the day. And in about 10 minutes, we're going to do that. And we're going to, so what you want to do is you want to maybe pre-program into your phone the phone number, which is 614-459-9769. All right, so let me just tell you a little bit about my guest. My guest is Branson Wright. He's the owner of Be Right Ventures, a multimedia company that specializes, but is not limited to, documentary filmmaking that captures humanity and displays it on a visual canvas. Branson is an award-winning journalist and an award-winning filmmaker. Branson's the author of the book Rookie Season, and he has been a sports writer for over 20 years. His articles are found in the Cleveland Plain Dealer and on ESPN's The Undefeated. Branson has interviewed some of the greatest current and past sports legends, such as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Barry Larkin, Jim Brown, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Jordan Spieth. Branson has been a filmmaker since 2008. He has produced and directed 3 films, including his role as a co-producer of ESPN's 30 for 30 project, Believe Land. Branson, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Doc. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it, especially getting up so early.
well, if it was a weekday, it would have been no problem. No, it would have been a little bit easier getting my son to school, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Get a chance to get an early breakfast and have church in a few hours, so this is fine.
Okay, awesome. So, okay, now you do documentaries. That's not all that you do, but you do these documentaries, and I want people to hear. Have your permission to air the little trailer, not a little trailer. Actually, I shortened your trailer it's called The Blur. So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Okay.
The Trojans are led by all Pac-10 guard Dwight Anderson, who in Morrison's estimation is the most gifted athlete he's ever coached. Saturday night, he made a shot called by many as the greatest of all time.
I would say before I knew about Michael Jordan, Dwight Anderson was the Michael Jordan of our era.
There's the blazing speed of Anderson! Anderson with all that speed was away!
First of all, he was a point guard who had unbelievable speed and talent.
They say he's the fastest man ever to play basketball at Kentucky.
Dwight, in my opinion, was clearly the best high school player I'd ever seen. Better than LeBron.
If he would have stayed healthy and stayed focused, there's no question in my mind that this guy could have wrote his own ticket.
So tell me, you still can play?
A little bit, man. I'm real humble, man. Yeah. You know, my name is Dwight Anderson, the Blur. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I'm up here in Cleveland to play old timers. In my recovery, man, I found out that if I stay active, if I do positive, everything gonna be all right. So.
Keith is hurt. Anderson is down, and we have timeout. Dwight Anderson, the freshman from Dayton, Ohio. I hate to report it, but he broke his hand, actually the wrist area, the left wrist.
Anderson left school for personal reasons.
A friend of mine was a free base center. He's a pro player. There you go. I'll leave it like that.
I didn't know Dwight was ever on drugs.
A couple times on the street, you know, he asked you for money, I couldn't say no.
I didn't know it was a disease. I just did it because it was recreational. And
this is one guy I thought, even my first couple years of college, that this guy was going to be a great pro.
He was the best player in the gym amongst, you know, a number of players who are now Hall of Famers.
I had to go through that to get to where I'm at today, man. And where everybody got to go through what they got to go through.
Was the epitome of watching someone's talent being wasted.
I mean, he was pro material if there ever was a guy. He was pro material. But unfortunately, the life, and I always call it the life out there in the streets, will you know, it'll chew you up and spit you out.
Hey, Branson, that's pretty powerful, and I did have to, I cut it in half, actually. I hope I did a good job for you. I didn't mess anything up, right?
That was a pretty good job.
Pretty good edit.
Yeah, you've been doing this a while, huh?
And for those of you that are watching, I put Dwight Anderson's picture there on the broadcast. Actually, I got to hit it again because Branson's picture just took over there. But anyway, there it is, right there. So yeah, and so I have a question. How do you find these people? How did you find him? I mean, you knew about him being such a great high school and college athlete, and you knew the story. But how do you find him?
Well. That's a very good question. Well, let me tell you the beginning.
Okay.
I grew up in Cincinnati, and I had heard about Dwight a little, not a whole lot. I was, he's a few years older than I am, and when I went to college, I graduated from University of Cincinnati, but I spent 2 years at West Virginia University of Morgantown.
Okay.
And, you know, for a lot of kids, especially for me, you like to brag about where you're from, who's the great this, who's the great that. And when I got to West Virginia, you know, I would brag about Cincinnati and who were the best players, and people would do the same thing from where they were from. But usually if you ask someone who was the best whatever player from your city, you would get different names depending on where they grew up in town, things of that nature. But for some reason, I thought it was interesting that whenever I talked to someone from Dayton, they would always come up with the same name, Dwight Anderson. Dwight he was the best. So throughout the years, I had always thought, you know, I would like to do a story on Dwight. I would like to write something.
Right.
But whenever you talked about Dwight, it was always visual. So I said, you know, maybe I want to take a try at doing a documentary. So I talked to someone at my paper that was a good film editor, and I talked to a guy that was a good videographer, and at this time, this was 2008, 2009. Dwight was homeless. I was told he was somewhere on the streets of Dayton, and he hangs around a certain street. So one day I went down and I spent like 6 hours walking around trying to find Dwight.
Wow.
And couldn't find him. Couldn't find him at all. And then I put the word out to a few people. I went to a few barbershops and a few stores, and I said, hey, tell Dwight I'm looking for him. And what I learned when you go to a place that no one knows you, if you're looking for someone, they may think you're a cop.
Right.
Or,
I was going to say,
trouble.
You didn't like dress with your shirt and tie, did you? Did you dress down and look like you maybe belonged?
Well,
you didn't, did you?
I didn't, but I said the best thing, which goes back to another story I did when the late great Aaron Pryor was homeless, and the way I found him, I went to a few places and I said, hey, I'm his cousin from out of town and I have money for him.
Yeah, that's got to be. That's how you get him. Exactly.
Right. But
unless he has no cousins.
Exactly. Exactly. So in the case of Dwight, that didn't matter. Still nobody called me.
Oh, wow.
So I talked to one of his former friends, a guy I went to high school with, and he said, well, there's this one guy he'll definitely know where Dwight is.
Okay.
And so I called this guy, and he says, sure. He says, Dwight, every Sunday when I'm going to church, Dwight is outside of this church.
Panhandling?
No, he was actually working.
Oh, working, like security.
Working.
Okay.
Security.
Hey, let's pick up this story after we do something else here, because I want to make sure people know that you do pass interference about Devon Bess.
Yes.
You did a thing called Believe Land about Cleveland, which is pretty cool, and I want to make sure we get all those out there. So let's go ahead. Trying to think. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go to. We're going to do Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. Let's do that. We're changing up our order a little bit. So, like I mentioned earlier, guys, you're going to have a chance to win free flowers from DeSantis Florist, but before we do, we'd like you to listen to this.
This station will not be held liable for any contesting during The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Participation in the contest allows Dr. Kvitko to record and broadcast your name and call. One winner per household. Prizes are non-transferable, cannot be substituted, and are subject to taxes and fees. This station cannot be responsible for the inability to enter the contest, whether due to equipment malfunction or telephone difficulties. All decisions of Dr. Kvitko concerning this contest or eligibility are final.
And now it's time for Dr. Kvitko's question of the day.
All right, and the question of the day is, what are the names of some of the documentaries produced by my guest, Branson Wright? Is it A, The Blur, B, Pass Interference, C, Believe Land, or D, all of the above? All right, the winner's going to receive free flowers from DeSantis Florist. They'll be delivered to your place of business this Tuesday afternoon. The number to call is 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769, so go ahead and call now.
You won't believe it though. I wanna hear your mind, and there's nothing else in the world tonight. She said, people don't take the time. Hey, people don't take the time.
Hi, I'm Keith Carlos, winner of America's Next Top Model and star of Chocolate City 2. Look for my smile on the big screen this summer, courtesy of Dr. Kvitko. Stay tuned to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of The Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. Did you know that you no longer need to visit several different dental professionals to get more complete dental care? We handle everything from cleanings and orthodontics to restoration, implants, and smile makeovers, all in my office. And now we have 2 locations. Get the most advanced technology and procedures available today. It's more complete dentistry.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
Dr. Kvitko! Let's go!
Hi, this is Richard Simmons. Dr. Kvitko's here, and he's going to help you with all of your problems. Are your teeth yellow? He can fix that. Are you missing a tooth? He can put a new one in. How is that?
That's very good. Thank you, Richard. All right, we're back. We're doing Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. We have Sarah on the line. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Kvitko. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for listening. Do you have the answer today?
Yes, it's D, all of the above.
All of the above. Very good. You were paying attention.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Sarah, stay on the line. We want to get that information, where to send the flowers for you. And Linda and Tom and Sue, please go ahead and call in next week as well. All right, so let's go back to Branson. Let me give this to my producer. Hey, Branson. So, yeah, you know, I saw in seeing the trailer and seeing, oh, shoot. I'm looking at my, oh, okay. Oh, Dwight, yeah. Seeing Dwight, he has no upper teeth, and he looks like he only has about 5 lower teeth left. And did you know that people on the lower end of the socioeconomic scale, do you know that they, by the time they're 70, have like 8 fewer teeth than others? It's just, wow. I mean, you can tell somebody's socioeconomic status by looking at their mouth, by looking at their teeth, right?
Well, no, I never knew that, but you know, it makes sense. You know, Dwight was homeless for 13 years.
Wow.
So apparently, you know, he didn't have any dental care, and he was basically surviving out there, which is documented in the film.
Right.
His time there on the street.
So now, you also did. My producer's been looking at me, wanting to make sure I give him the cue. You also did one about Devon Bess. Now we're going to play that one here, and in just a minute. But Devon, I'm wondering, have you thought about this? He's a former receiver for the Dolphins and a former University of Hawaii football player that got in trouble with the law. Do you think that could be that the brain injury thing, the CTE that we've been hearing so much about?
Oh no, it had nothing to do with the CTE. It was you know, Devon he's bipolar.
Okay.
And the film talks about his dealing with mental health.
Okay.
And and that's definitely what it was.
Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that trailer. Right now, it's a slightly shorter version than the real one. It's Devon Bess, the one called Pass Interference. Here we go.
Short week 2 for Seattle, played on Monday. The Boomerang did in St. Louis. 3rd down and 3. Oh, he's got picks. He's got room. Oh, what a move! He broke the ankles of Webb.
This is just an excellent catch. Look at Bess separates from Graham. And then watch the move, as you mentioned, on Ladarius Webb. Right there. He gets to the outside, scoring his 2nd touchdown of the day. Devon Bess.
It was still build up. It was all build up, and then all this other stuff came. All this other stuff came. All this other stuff
At first, you know, Devon was just like me, real strong. Like, you know, I can conquer this. I'm good. Everything will be all right.
Devon Bess, a former receiver for the Dolphins and Browns, arrested after
former University of Hawaii football star Devon Bess has been arrested in Arizona.
New body cam video just released by Gilbert Police showing their encounter with Devon Bess, the former NFL.
Devon's a good kid.
Running from cops and then barricading himself inside his
watching like a ticking time bomb and like about to go off and can't do anything about it.
You know, he wasn't trying to do the thug life or whatever you want to call it.
It was just a build-up. You know, he's a ticking time bomb.
Help him. He's crying out for help. He needs you.
It caught up to me. It caught up to me.
Takes it in for his 2nd touchdown today.
So you know what? We're going to go ahead and listen to Believe Land right now as well. And that way we'll have them all out there and we can talk about them both here in a minute. Okay, Branson?
Okay, sounds
all right,
great.
folks, this is Believe Land.
The cold, hard truth of a January or February day in Cleveland will wake you up early in the morning. Everyone here works for what they have. They've gotten to where they are because of what they've done with their bare hands and their own intellect.
There is a Cleveland character, if you will, a jewel on a lake, and people just having a strong sense of community and really working together to try to make sure the community makes it through anything.
Cleveland doesn't have the glitz and glamour of New York or Chicago. The people that live here, their ancestors are from here. We don't get a lot of people moving here. You're kind of either from here or you're not. So it's a tight-knit group. The rap that it gets nationally is ridiculous.
No doubt you've heard the jokes. Cleveland, the mistake on the lake.
Have you any idea how Governor Reagan plans to keep Russia from invading Poland?
He's going to rename it Cleveland.
You know what, Branson? I grew up in Twinsburg, a suburb of Cleveland, so I can relate to that. And
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, you know, well, first of all, I didn't know you were from Cleveland at all.
Yeah.
I thought you were just a Columbus guy through and through.
No, and I went to Case Western Reserve University, too.
Wow, so you are Cleveland.
Exactly. Severance Center, you know, Euclid and East 100, and I think 5th through 12th is where Case Western Reserve is. Yeah. So, you know, these documentaries are pretty cool. So how about a documentary about a former Cleveland plain dealer paperboy who used to play the drums and is now a dentist and radio show host?
wow, I wonder. That's a great story, but I wonder who that is. I mean, can we find that person?
He's from Cleveland.
And he's from Cleveland. Wow. That's going to take some research.
Okay, we'll have to put that on the agenda, huh?
Yes, we do.
Anyway, hey, I think it's time for us to go to a little break, and then we're going to talk more when we come back. All right, you're listening to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, episode number 528, and we'll be right back.
You can't take me as I am, not just a little bit. I don't know who to be. I'm a paper cup, baby, of the sea. I know you see it too, 'cause you're too much for me.
This is Clark Kellogg. Stay tuned for more of Dr. Kvitko.
Estás escuchando con Dr. Kvitko aquí en su estación favorita.
Hi, I'm Dominique Reichert. Like what you hear? Why not use the show to promote your product or service by becoming a sponsor? Call 614-262-9588 to learn how. That's 614-262-9588. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of the Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. I've been honored to help several famous people get a perfect smile, like Keith Carlos and Dominique Reigard from America's Next Top Model, and Ted the Golden Voice Williams from right here in Columbus. Isn't it time you had a celebrity smile? It costs less than you might think, and most of the time, it can be done in one visit. A new smile can make a world of difference.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
I'm Grandpa, and I go to Dr. Kvitko, and I still have all my teeth. Real ones. Where's my glasses?
All right, we're back. We're talking with Branson Wright of Be Right Films, also a Plain Dealer reporter. And hey, Branson, I think you know how to find that guy because you were at my office yesterday.
Well, gee, how about that? See, you keep these things away from me, Doc. I mean, how would I know?
So, and anyway, let's talk about that. So yesterday you came in. You live in Cleveland. You were in Cincy for a meeting, and then you came back through Columbus, and we placed an dental implant yesterday. And tell me how that went.
Well, it went great. I think I'm like most people. There's a bit of fear of what a lot of us are allergic to, and that's pain.
Right.
So
allergic to pain.
That was allergic to pain. That was my main concern. But Doc, you definitely took care of me, and very minimal pain. And you didn't even have to go into your magic potion to really put me out. But no, it was a great experience, and I really appreciate it. And I recommend for anyone that's listening and they haven't seen you that they definitely come see you because you really know how to take care of your patients.
That's really nice of you to say. And I'm just looking at the clock, and I'm thinking. It's not even been 24 hours since we did this. It's probably been more like 18. And my understanding is you hadn't even gotten your narcotic painkillers filled. All you've taken is ibuprofen, right?
Right. And I don't even know if I'm going to get it because I'm, it's okay now.
Mm-hmm.
But in fact, my pharmacist said that it's going to take them a few days to get that.
You're kidding?
So, yeah. They I guess they're too much of a mom and pop operation.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have gone elsewhere, though. I like knowing that people have pain control if they need it. So if that pharmacy was out, you could go down the street. They're good anywhere in the country. But no, that's really neat. But you're also one of these people. You told me you're hard to numb. So but we numbed you 3 times before starting, and that did it, huh?
Yes, it did it, and it was hard to drink water or do anything like that afterwards. But I needed a bib, but other than that, it was great, and I'm glad you do what you do.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate what you do. These are pretty cool. So now I'm curious. I don't know if this is even a fair question, but you mentioned in jokingly that hey, I'm his cousin and I have some money for him. Can I assume that Dwight got something for being interviewed? Like, did he get some help? Did he get some money to help him with housing or something? to be interviewed for this documentary?
Well, it turned out even better than that. To go back on about finding him, so the gentleman, told me that he was at this church, and he ended up giving Dwight his cell phone, and that's how we met, and I told him what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so the relationship, Dwight ended up through, as you saw in the film, Isaiah Thomas and Dominic Wilkins, those guys.
Yeah.
They said the documentary on Dwight is great, but Dwight needs help. So they used their own money, and they flew Dwight out to Houston, Texas, where former NBA player, current Houston Rockets assistant coach John Lucas has a world-renowned facility there.
Oh,
Lucas was on drugs himself during his time in the NBA. So we sent Dwight out there to Houston. He was there for a year. He got clean. He came back to Dayton, and he started working. He's still playing basketball in this old timers league. At 58, he's one of the better players in this league, and he's just doing well for himself. And we travel around the country showing the film to different groups, college basketball teams, and Dwight makes extra income that way. And as for him, the money, it's not great, but Dwight wants to get the message out to young people and old that your life's not over, and you can get help for your addiction, and you can live a normal life.
That's awesome. And so he's kind of living the life of a celebrity now because he gets to get up on stage and talk to groups and knows he's doing a good thing, right?
Oh yeah, it's a great thing. In fact, I think we have some dates in Cincinnati next month where we're talking to a group of young women, high school young women, and then the Cincinnati Reds. They have a facility there where they work with kids, and we're going to go there and show the film and talk to them.
That's really neat. By the way, did anybody get him some teeth?
No.
You're kidding.
No.
Does he not want teeth?
Well, of course he does.
Okay, well, maybe off the air we can talk about that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We can talk about that. I think he deserves to have a nice smile and a full set of teeth. Maybe we can keep what he has and build on that or something. But yeah, that would be cool if we could help him out that way. So yeah, tell me what's your latest project. What's coming up from Be Right Films?
Well, back in the 80s.
Besides the paperboy dentist thing.
Right. That thing. Got to find that guy. The Cincinnati Molar was a high school power back in the late 70s, early 80s.
You're talking teeth again?
And no. Oh, gotcha. I keep forgetting who I'm talking to.
No, I know. Cincinnati Molar was a powerhouse. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes, high school football, and they won 9 state titles.
Mm-hmm.
They had some national titles, but there was always a thorn in their side. There was one school that just continued to be a thorn in their side, and that was Cincinnati Princeton.
Okay.
And so my documentary is about their rivalry.
Cool.
And the differences, the similarities, and the relationships that was developed during these years.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Sounds like a cool story. I have heard of Cincinnati Molar. My high school was big in basketball, and they were always a thorn in anybody that wanted to win the state championships side. So, but that's all the time we have. I'm so sorry to say that because I'm enjoying myself interviewing you. Maybe we can do it again sometime. What do you think?
Oh, please, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, hey, by the way, if you're a dentist looking for a new job, you have at least 3 years experience, please give me a call, 614-262-9588, or send us an email. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Dr. Kvitko and visit our office Facebook page. Branson, how do they reach you?
How did you reach me?
No, how do you want somebody to reach out to you if they want to reach you?
Oh, okay. They can, they can go through you if they'd like.
That's true. Okay.
Or they can go through my Twitter,
okay.
at Branson Wright, and that's the best way to reach me.
Awesome. All right. All past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com. Be sure to tune in next week and every other week right here on your favorite station. Goodbye.
Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the hit show on VH1, urging you to tune in next week with my dentist, Dr. Kvitko.
If you're interested in learning more about this and other dental health topics, go to thereasonswesmile.com to access full episodes of Dr. Kvitko's show.
If you'd like Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist, to speak at your next event, please call 614-262-9588. That's 614-262-9588, or send an email to speaking